Hold on, I gotta go live on YouTube. Gotta go live on YouTube. Gotta at Discord. Gotta get down. It's Friday, but it's not. Unfortunately. Hello. I can't type. What the hell? What's going on? Hello. I gotta remember not to swear within the first 5 minutes, or else the YouTube stream gets demonetized. Thin as in Rip Bozo, or thin as in done? Thin as in done. Thin as in done. We getting work done today. Coffee check. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good day. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see this? Do you see this? 8 out of 15. 8 out of 15. You see this? Look at this task list. We're gonna start doing some challenges. We're gonna start removing some of these on this list. You know, clear it up a little bit. Do a little bit of janitorial work. We'll get this level done today. Maybe. That'd be nice. Maybe we focus on that first. We get this level done today. Oh yeah. These are we got these 3 levels. So technically we are 8. We are technically 8 out of 12 done, by the way. Just saying. 8 out of 12. We're technically 8 out of 12. Because, like, these 3 levels are, like, really small, tiny, weird time attack levels that don't matter all that much. So, yeah. We're getting there. We're almost at the finish line. Look at the list in game. I mean, in engine. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Don't look at the bottom. Don't look at the bottom. The bottom's not bad, actually. The bottom's not bad. The bottom ain't bad. We just have to start these 2 levels. We just have to start those 2 levels ASAP. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This one's being worked on by one of our environment artists. So, all is good. March release looking promising. As long as they don't delay these 2 levels, we should be able to get it done. How's everybody looking? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We have environment artists. I have one environment artist finalizing their contract by doing that last level. Yes. One of the environments worked on the one of the levels that finished recently. The Sydney series arena level right here. This one, this bad boy. Although I might make a couple edits to it because I feel like it's symmetrical. I might mess around with it a little bit. Yeah. Yes. Now we can just slap a bunch of enemies in this level. And then we're good, dude. Then we're good. Yeah, we're good, dude. Yeah, so the idea is you start here, you get from a boat, and you do blah blah blah, go across here, blah blah blah, a bunch of boats over here. You just keep going, you go down over here, drop down to here, keep going and going and going, and then we end up at the command center. What is going on with the shadows? What? What's going on? Hey guys, what's going on? What's the problem? Your distance field shadows turned on? Ah. But now we have no shadows. Why do we have no shadows? I don't know if I want to do cascaded shadow maps. I feel like they're a little bit expensive, right? They're a little on the expensive side, one could say. Well, whatever. We'll just stick with that for now. Yeah. So, here's the goal. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. We need to get some nav meshes in here. Let's get some nav meshes. Why are there cars on the nose of the ship? That isn't how cars are transported. Listen, I didn't know what to put on the nose of the ship. So, yeah. I wish your title was correct. Wait, what do you mean? What's incorrect about it? I am the Giga game dev. What do you mean? What is this blasphemy? Sorry, not title, your Discord message? Oh. It's Friday. I completely forgot I even wrote that. I'm going to be honest. That's how bad of an impulsive liar I am. I even forget my lies. It's not Friday, but you can make it Friday. Time is a human-made concept. So you can make it Friday. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Because they can't tell you anything. All right? They can't tell you anything. All right, you play by your own rules. Your boss says you have to work today. You said no. It's a Friday. Hello, Bar. Those cars will just roll away. Look super dangerous. What do you mean they're just going to roll away? Is that how you think a boat works? What do you mean they're just going to roll away? What? Guys, the cars are going to be fine. They're like tied down to the ship. They're tied down to the ship. They're tied down with ropes and cables and stuff. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm putting down? Okay, so now we get the staircase over yonder. Cars are grouped more tightly. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever, man. Listen, this is a video game. Who cares? All right? Go complain about it on Reddit. I just needed something up here, okay? Listen, man. You see this cone? This cone is the size of you. It would crush you, okay? I actually don't know why they're that big. You're obsessed. All right. Next step. We need to check if... Okay, of course they are. need to check that these are filling underneath. Because I'm going to use the automatic enemy generator thingy. And these will cause problems. Many, many problems. Many, many problems. I wonder if... Nope, nav mesh is not under there, but it's probably under here. Do I have ropes to add around the cars? Listen, we're not that detailed, okay? We're a very low budget indie studio. We don't got that budget to add those kind of details, even though that was my explanation behind how that worked. It's yeah, we that's not in our budget. Yeah. We don't got the budget for the ropes. Click the damn button, me. Thank you. I don't think I want to fill collision underneath this one. That means I will have to manually fill out those. Great. Great. Okay. Cool. Why is there navigation in here? There's like a little tiny piece of navigation inside of the box. Is this a joke? Do I have a red cube to simulate a brick placed under the wheels? We could do that. We could do that, you know. Yeah. We could do that. I think I did add something in here on like one of these cars' tires. Did I? No, I didn't. I think I tried to mess around with it and then I gave up on the detail. Guys, my cars are floating. Why are my cars floating? Guys, it would appear my cars are floating. They have levitational powers. There we are. I thought nav mesh generators are supposed to be more advanced. Welcome to Unreal Engine. Welcome to Unreal. Strap in. You're going to need it. Strap in. All right. Don't take off that seatbelt. All right, cool. How you doing, Knight? How's it going? Did they fix it in UE5? Fix it. You mean by make it worse? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, they fixed it all right. Oh yeah, they totally fixed it. All right. I actually think they somehow made nav mesh stuff worse in UE5, if I remember correctly. Like a bunch of stuff is broken, or at least it was for me. Like the button that I'm using here, fill collision underneath for nav mesh. I don't know why. Just does not work in my build of UE5. And it's like not even a custom build, so I don't get it. How do some of these containers have nav mesh on top of them? And then some of them don't. Huh? How is it generating that? Because it's at the bottom here. How is it generating that? Wait, it's the bounds of the box is not even close to. Excuse me, someone. Hey, anybody? Does anybody have any sage? Because we need to. There's something going on. There's something going on here. We need to do something about this. How is so this one has collision, but then this one does not. Oh, what? Turning on fill collision underneath for nav mesh moves the nav mesh to the top of the mesh. What? What? Like, I guess that's kind of good because I was planning on making some enemies drop down from the containers, but like, what was huh? It was what? What? All right. Am I trying to get rid of the nav mesh from top of the containers? I'm okay with them being on top because like some of the containers, I'm gonna probably have enemies be on top of them and then they drop down or something. Just to add a bit of height variety and whatnot. But it's just funny to see that that setting doesn't actually completely remove the nav mesh. It just pushes it up to the bounds of the mesh, which is kind of funny. Oh, that's a problem. All right, we got our navigation mesh. Although we need like vault blueprints, but it's fine. If I remember correctly, it's a can ever walk on tick box. It should be a fill underneath tick box, and that's it because that's what the name of the and description implies. Not can walk on tick box. Why? Why? Also, guys, hey, this didn't make me feel any better yesterday. I was watching some old Ronin 2072 videos, some of my old devlogs, right? And then one of the comments pointed to like it was like 5 years ago, and I made a comment. I was like, they were like, "Hey, how did you learn how to do this?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. You kind of just learn how to do it after 6 years." And then I was like, "But wait, this comment was 5 years ago. How was I doing things for 6 years 5 years ago if I thought I've been doing this for 8 years. Well, I looked at my YouTube channel and I looked at my oldest video that was Unreal Engine related. And it was in 2015. And for some reason, I don't know why, YouTube just really added something to the... YouTube really just wanted to be like they said my channel is 8 years old today. No, it's not. My oldest video is from 2015. Excuse me, YouTube. I think you messed up my birthday or whatever. So I've been using Unreal for 10 years. I've been using it for 10 years. Yeah. This was the first video I posted of me using Unreal Engine 10 years ago. January 2nd, 2015. This was like the first stupid thing that I did when I learned Unreal. I was fascinated by me knocking over trash cans. Yep, that was me 10 years ago. Learning Unreal. Coming full circle with first person in Super Hard? No. Oh man. It's been 10 years? Dude, there's no way it's been 10 years. Navigation testing actor? The heck is that? Huh. What is this? That's cool, I guess. I'm trying to think of like, but what is this? Huh. Think of all the friends you've made along the way. Dude, I've been using this for 10 years, and I'm not even that good. The heck? What? I'm a noob. I thought I've been using this for 8 years. Now I've used it for 10? Oh no! Well, also this collision box, I gotta fix that. This is like not helping anyways, so delete it. You gotta yaw again. Again. Hello there, 2. The sequel. Hello there. Okay, what's next? Well, next is placing the actual enemies. This is the best part. Straight up forgot I said hi already. Hey, age is the age is catching up, man. Trust me. It's catching up to me. Sometimes I forget where I put things. It's insane. Absolute insanity. Even though I literally just put it there like 3 minutes ago. We're the same age? I know. I know. Are we currently in the part of the stream where no work is done in the game? I ask if V1.0 is delayed till tomorrow. No, we're not there yet. Come back tomorrow. We're gonna have we're getting 9 out of 15 done today. Okay, we're getting work done right now. Okay, we're getting work done. All right, we're at 8 out of 15. I finished 2 of the levels yesterday. Well, finished in quotation marks. I think we still have some stuff we need to do for them, like challenges. That's gonna be boring. Yeah. I guess we could put another checkpoint over here. Wouldn't hurt, right? Right, guys? Wouldn't hurt to put another checkpoint right here, eh? Wouldn't hurt to put another checkpoint for the noobs so they don't complain. Even though it's like one after the other. All right. Time to lay out some enemies. And by layout, I mean I'm just going to randomize them. Who cares anymore, man? Who cares? Enemy. Enemy tool. Add enemy tool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm working on a save load system on my game. I'm having a terrible time. Are you using Unreal? Or are you using a different thing? What you using? You using Unity? Oh, okay. I can't help you then. I'm sorry. But you got this. All right. All right. You got this. I believe in you. Believe in the me that believes in you. This is somewhat no, not really. This is very, very imbalanced. But we can make do. We can make do. I'm gonna make this guy walk back and forth. We got 14 enemies. Could probably put another dude right here. Can get one guy patrolling here. I wouldn't mind this guy being inside of the container. That could be kind of cool. He's inside of the container. He's in there. Inside job. One, two, three, four, five, six. There's too many shotgun guys. I've determined that there are too many shotgun guys. Way too many. Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone. What's with the music? Getting crazy. What up, James? And Faith, how's it going? Hello, hello. We could, probably put one of these dudes over here as well. How are things? Going good, I think. We're at 8 out of 15 levels completed-ish. Kind of. Getting there. Today we're going to work towards 9 out of 15. Then hopefully we can start working on these challenges, which is mostly just like slapping some text in, so not a big deal, honestly. And then our list will start thinning out. Yes. So slowly thinning out. We're not there yet, but yeah, slowly. Slowly will thin out. Yes. Yeah. We could probably delete this part. There we go. We're thinning it out. This part. Yeah, we can thin that out. There we go. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Good Rast. Have I mentioned how I don't like Fab in UE? Yeah, it's it's a fumble. Very, very humongous fumble. Very ginormous fumble. You know, guy in the chat. Anyone who says they like Fab are either jesters or contrarians. I haven't even added an asset in a while, and I am not looking forward to it. I saw someone say that they added an asset to their scene, and it completely changed all of their default settings. Like they literally just added an asset to their project, and it completely changed all of their default settings in their project that they specifically set. I'm like, great, good, very good, nice. Sounds like a virus? No, apparently it's a problem where some assets are being set as a they're being set to be like meant to be created, I guess, as a new project, but if you add that to an existing project, it basically treats it as a new project even though it's not supposed to be. And I don't know, I guess that was what happened. Because there's two types of downloading. There's either you download an entirely new project for that asset, or you add it to your project. I guess Fab kind of screwed all that up. Kind of fumbled the bag a little bit. I kind of fumbled the bag. One can say they fumbled the bag. I didn't make a sublevel. Okay, I made a mistake. I've made a grave mistake. I've made a horrendous mistake. No way to make it undone. The only way you could fix that is if your project has yes. Is if your project has if you're connected to like a source control or something, so then you can undo it. There's no way to like really undo all your settings unless you have like a backup of it through source control or just a physical backup or whatever. So, that is to say, it is more imperative than ever, guys, to put your project on source control, all right? Even if it's a local source control. Better than nothing. Although I would recommend maybe getting a server or an external thing. All my homies keep it all on one flash drive that we hand deliver to sync work. That is psychotic. That's psychotic, dude. that is absolutely, that's psychopathic energy. That's school project energy, all right? Best practice is to load it into a practice level first and then destroy it. Yes, yeah. Either way, it is good practice to load your assets in a separate project, no matter what. It is good practice to do that anyways. It's just really annoying that now you really got to do it. You can't be lazy. Because your project will just end up getting bricked by some asset that's probably not even that good. Yeah. Incredible. Incredible. Really, truly. Truly incredible. Can I place 7 enemies in this tiny region? Why epic why? What's this? What is this logo, dude? It's old. That's what is that? Cause Epic Games. Cause Epic Games. I think the thing is, Epic Games, I think, looking back at it, I feel like Epic Games was always like this. Making stupid, uncalculated, and just absolutely like way too early decisions. Like I think they've always been like this. To be honest, like looking back at UE4 and how awful that was, and then looking back at the marketplace and how awful that was for a period of time, I do genuinely think this was always a problem. This is not a recent problem. This has always been a problem. They've been ruining Fortnite lately too. They put a sword in Reload, and a lot of people are crashing out. Wasn't the whole point of Reload to be like old Fortnite? I thought that was the whole point of that. What happened to that? That's OG. Oh, okay. They're golden. How many unique shipping containers are in this level? Like singular ones? A lot of them are in chunks. So for example, like this one. There'd be like singular instance ones would be like this one, for example, or like this one, or like these tiny ones here, or these here, which I need to randomize the colors on. Hold on, I need to find my editor utility widget for this. Aha, do thing. Incredible. Big stacks you combined. They were already combined, yeah, so I just use those for the big stacks. But the singular ones where I need something specific, I just end up kind of adding my own thing. I do need to give them doors, though. That's a little problematic. I also have my own container that I've used in various places of the game. But it's a bit too... I would argue it actually might be a bit too high poly. This is my version that I have in my marketplace asset. But this one might be too high poly. Albeit, it looks way better, but... yeah. These are literally, I shit you not, just cubes. They're just cubes. It's just cubes. These normals for the ridges are just normal mapped, and then I think I added a bump offset to them to kind of give them a little bit of like depth, like just a little bit. But yeah, this one's mine that I made a long time ago. A long time ago. It's just more detailed. 8,000 or 16,000 triangles on lot 0. Old Fortnite used to crash, so it's authentic. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know how to feel about Epic. It does concern me a little bit. It does make me a bit concerned. I'm sure they'll figure it out in the end, but at what cost? And how long? For the material, did I add a metalness mask? I believe I added metallic myself. Let me see. Oh. These are not metallic. Okay, I'm assuming my thought process there was maybe they're painted. So because they're painted, it would not have any metalness. Maybe that was my thought process behind that. But I really do hate that there's all this like Cinti asset stuff still there. It does make my game look like a mobile game. I should look into changing that. I should really look into changing that. All right, let's continue laying out some enemies then. We now have to lay them out on checkpoint 1. Checkpoint uno. Let's start slapping in some elite enemies in here. Spawn. I don't like it. Spawn. One more try. Two elite enemies. A shotgun enemy. 3 elite enemies. Maybe too many. We can turn you into a merc. We have to reset your checkpoint. This is the way. This guy will patrol. This guy will be in the corner. We could put right here. This guy will put right there. This guy will be on a patrol route. Oh, please tell me this patrol route's on the right level. I didn't check. Fred, thank you for the 16 months. Thank you. They are. We're good. Thank you. Appreciate it. 16 months. we put a little break in between here? I feel like we should. It's been constant battling. We're going to put a little break here. I think that actually would be a good design idea here. What are we up to today? We are finishing level 9 out of 15. Yeah! Which literally just needs enemies. That's literally just what we need to do. Let's add one more enemy type in here. Stun. And also I think we need to specify checkpoint dose. Yes. Checkpoint dose. Yeah, just wrapping up a bunch of levels, and then we're gonna try to wrap up even more of these levels, so that way we can just remove them off on the list, which will free up my mind and make me less anxious, because that's ultimately what it all comes down to. How can I curb my anxiety? All right, well, let's delete some tasks. I don't know what the science is behind, like, specific enemy placements. I just kind of do. And then kind of hope for the best. I don't know what I'm doing. Think I know what I'm doing? Hell no. Got home from work, time for coffee and work some more? Hell yeah. Also, hey, take some time to yourself too, you know? I've been really bad about that, I'm not gonna lie. My life has been kind of revolving around just this. It's not very healthy. I've been thinking, I got so many books. I should just like take an hour every day to read or something, you know? I've been really bad about that. Do I want to hide some enemies from the view or make sure they're all visible? We're kind of doing that a little bit here. We're kind of putting them off in the sidelines, and then I think they'll run into the scene because their hearing range will hear what's going on. But it's not necessarily about hiding enemies from vision. It's about like spacing it out and kind of like placing them in such a way where the engagements will feel better. I think that's the biggest thing. Like this dude will put on top of the container, you know, that'll kind of break things up a little bit. I think there's navigation up there. Yes, there is. However, there's none on here for some reason. I don't get it. I don't know why it's so weird. Let's go ahead and fix that then. I should do more things where like enemies come out of like containers that are closed and you like don't see them. I should do more things like that, to be fair. I definitely could do a lot more interesting things like that. I just haven't. For some reason, Windows 11 says it's compatible with dual-core processor, but an i3 dual-core somehow does not work with Windows 11. What's that logic? I don't know, man. Just don't even use Windows 11. This, I refuse to switch to Windows 11 until it's like the last second that I have to. Dude, I think it's almost time for Windows to just be cast aside, to be honest. Honestly. I hope, but it's just Linux is too complicated. They need like a very approachable, installable version. It also doesn't help that a lot of things just don't really support Linux for some reason. But I'm sick of Windows. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sick of it. I'm definitely not switching to Apple. Definitely no way I'm switching to Apple. That's not happening. Steam gets full OpenGL and DX support. That'd be great. Then put Blender on SteamOS. The thing is, I don't think SteamOS is going to be a work machine replacement. It's just not. It's just not. Even Steam or Valve themselves said SteamOS is not a replacement for your PC. It is just, it's not. Okay, let's go back to this level. Can it be Q replication to though? Did your A key break in the middle of you typing that? What happened? Fun fact, I can't type. You okay? Hey, you all right, man? Hey, it's okay. You all right? How you doing? You want to talk about it? I hate when things are a right angle. It makes it look not human. Makes it look robotic. Why is everything red? What happened? Ah, of course. Can we get a thing in chat where we can count the number of total rants about a subject? Something like !Windows. Maybe one day. I get maybe. That wasn't a rant, was it? It wasn't like a full-on rant. It wasn't a John Nanite rant. That's for sure. It was no John Nanite rant. That's foreshortened. Foreshorten. That's foreshorten. Why are there 2 enemy tools? Interesting. Very interesting. We're going to put 7 enemies up here. The magic number in this game is 7. Yep. Everything we do comes back to 7. I think this is the wrong checkpoint. Never mind, this is the right checkpoint. Good job, current me. This random hazard sign barrier, we could probably just remove it, to be honest. All right, this level's good to go. Level's good to go. Add it to the list. Same day shipping. Sub level. We need to give it a new screenshot. So we are on this one, layout enemies, done. Next we'll do the platinum time and the platinum scores. We'll do a little bit of testing, see if it feels good, see if it doesn't feel good. That'll give us a good indicator. What is this guy doing all the way over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the? Iced coffee? Yo. I would love to get an espresso machine so then I can start making iced coffee. I've made iced coffee with my AeroPress before, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It don't got the same punch. It don't got the same punch. How long does it normally take for an interviewer to respond? Like if today's day number 8 after the interview without a follow-up, does that mean I'm cocked? Correct. When I went in for a warehouse job, it took them months before they got back to me. So I guess it really just depends on what kind of job you applied to. I would say keep applying to places. You know, don't bank on that interview. Keep applying to places, and hell, maybe you find an offer that's even better than the one that you just interviewed for. You know what I mean? I've been told that usually it takes 3 days. I don't know, man. I would say just keep trying to go to places. If you don't end up getting that place, at least you're actively still searching and stuff. I want a response specifically from them to see if they deem me worthy enough, kind of like a challenge for myself. Well, you kind of answered your own question. If they didn't message you after 8 days, then... Did you try to call them? Yeah, I guess you could do that. You could try calling them. I don't know. In this day and age, trying to find a job is not like how my parents explained it when they got a job. Oh, yeah, I just walked in the office and asked for a job. It's like, you can't even do that anymore. You'd probably get, like, fucking kicked out for harassment or something. About 2 weeks, I think, is a good time to wait. Yeah, I'd wait like 2 weeks or so. I like companies are gonna be different. You know what I mean? Like, um, but I would still just actively look for work, no matter what, because maybe you find a place that seems better. Anyways, and you know what I mean, rather than putting all your eggs in one basket. All right. God, this level looks like, I don't know why it looks like fucking Dookie. Maybe it's like these really low poly containers, and the fact like the entire level is mostly just these containers. Maybe that's the problem. There's no variation. You need to apply online to get a job in most cases nowadays. Well, it's just the job application process is so bureaucratic. Like there's like for some companies, there's like 7 different people you got to go through just to like get the job, and it's like, okay, that took me 1 week of just stress and anxiety. Thanks, guys. Why are we making hiring processes so complicated? Like, I understand you don't want to hire a psychopath, but it's like all you got to do is just maybe do like a little personality interview, and then that's it, and they kind of just feel the vibe. You're like, why is there like you got to do this test and you got to do this one, and then oh, we're gonna make you do an art test, and then by the way, there's a possibility we use your asset in the art test, and we're not gonna pay you, by the way. Classic. Modern day. Modern day trying to find a job. It's something else. It's something else. It's a whole different beast. My friend got an interview and offer within 3 to 4 days or so. I don't know. It really depends. Took me like 2 months from an interview to offer, 3 interviews and an art test. Crazy. Crazy how the world works, huh? Fuck jobs. That's my... Personally, for me, and I understand not everyone is going to have that opinion and whatnot, and I get it. It's not easy to kind of start up your own thing. I would much rather go through the stress of being my own boss than try to look for another job. Like, I think after this contract work, I would hope I can try to be self-sustainable. And if I'm not, then life of crime. Life of crime. Time for the life of crime. No, I'm just kidding. I would hope that I don't have to do any more contract work after this, though, because yeah, I'm pretty uncomfortable at my current job right now. Not gonna lie. Getting paid well, but like I got into one altercation with a person, and that made me enough to be like uncomfortable. Time to be a real suit for hire. Yep. Remember Devin in a van? Well, we bring you crime in a van. Hold on, I gotta clear my nose. Oh god. Hold on. Hey. His job was for a bigger place than mine. Mine is super tiny, so I think they wanted to get to know someone more. I feel like it'd be the other way around. The big place would try to do a lot more of those interviews than the small place. But I guess I don't know. Shout out to everyone with a job. I can't imagine working for anyone at this point in my life. I'd probably crash out every other day, to be honest. When you get hungry enough, you learn to tolerate it. I don't know, man. I think it would just make me more hungry to just try to do my own thing and just push at that on my own thing. To be fair, I put myself in this boat. If I was more proactive with working on this game and not being lazy and stuff, I think I think I'd maybe be doing this full time still, perhaps. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Intake shipping. Let's see. Let's see what you got. I do a mixture of both. I technically do a mixture of both as well. Okay, I like that sequence. Don't like the opacity on that container. That guy's walking inside of that yellow thing. Oh, I didn't put any I didn't put any of the checkpoint overlaps. Ah, of course. No! Okay. I forgot the checkpoint overlaps. The last piece of the puzzle. Additionally, these player starts, I think, are in the persistent level, which is incorrect as well. Yeah, I do a mixture of both as well, but it's very difficult for me to focus on two things and then context switch going from one thing to the other. It's like really difficult to do that because like sometimes I end my stream and then I immediately start working on the other stuff. Someone had the idea where I should go on a walk to kind of like context switch, and then I haven't tried that yet, to be completely honest, and I should. Should try that. Give it a try. Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. I was excited to pay off my credit card completely today, but now I hardly have any money. Adulting sucks, or rather responsible adulting. Hey, at least you paid off your credit card. Congrats on that. You know, you got to take your wins where you can. Was that like a long-term paying that off, or like kind of like a short-term paying it off or whatever? Trick is to never borrow any money, so you're free birdie. Yeah, like I follow that kind of sentiment as well, but I understand not everyone's in the situation where they can just kind of not ever borrow money from a shitty fucking bank. I hate banks and insurance companies, but I understand to an extent why they exist. But at the end of the day, they are businesses. They are businesses, and they are making a giga amount of money. I need an overlap checkpoint. Parent needed help with some bills, so took a bit out on my credit card to take a few. It took a few months to pay off. I respect it. Well, have some celebratory. I guess I don't know. What can you do with a cheap money? Celebratory pancakes. that's cheap enough, right? You're making like pancakes mix. What is that? Eggs, flour, sugar, a little bit of salt, baking powder, eggs in this economy. Oh, yeah, fuck. Well, if you're in America, then yeah, I guess you're fucked. But like here, eggs in Canada are still like $7 for 12. We're still okay. A little expensive, but $7 for like free roam, whatever they call it. Fucking chickens. Oh yes, there was a series of containers that I saw. How much is per egg? $1 in America? I don't know. I think it's like $2 or like $1 or something. I don't know. It's crazy over there. Here it's like, I guess in theory, if you're going for like free range, that's what it's called, free range large brown eggs, it's like 50 cents an egg. Eggs here are like $5 for the cage / probably tortured chicken eggs. It's so sad, man. But it's only going to get worse, honestly. That stuff is only going to get worse, I think, unfortunately. As population continues to grow. We're going to end up in fucking Blade Runner, bro. It's going to end up being... we're bound to reach cyberpunk levels of, like, society. I'm gonna guess Ray is saying for 12 eggs. Yeah, 12. The classic tray of 12 eggs. Inflation in the US is insane. I can't wait for Cyberpunk Society. I'm ready for that shit right now. I'm good, man. I'm good. I don't want that. Good with all the things associated with it. In terms of Cyberpunk. Pay €3 for 12 eggs. Yeah, yep. Europe. Everyone who's poor will live on the streets. Cyberpunk. Puts on the cyberpunk theme music. In the Netherlands, it's still possible, but getting more expensive fast. I think everywhere is always gonna just constantly get more expensive. That's how the cookie crumbles. Time to live in a box under a bridge. Okay. Oh, what was it? I needed to fix this. This right here. I believe these materials have masking. Okay. So if yep. Okay, so I just need to assign a custom primitive data. Yeah, custom primitive data. Which will then allow this to fade out. It's not like the prettiest fade out in the world, but it's something. You can go live under a rock. Patrick smiles. For instance, in 5 years, the price of chicken went from 8 per kilogram to 14 per kilogram. Did I add Omni movement? Yeah, dude, Black Ops, Pog. Yeah. What the? Why are these things so big? Some huge pallets, bro. All right, I guess. All right. I think that was the big problems that we wanted to fix. Let's play through it again. Because I need to get the I need to get a general score and time stamp. I like that beginning. I think that feels good. Okay, these containers I think we can also fade out. It's better. Not great, but better. I'm a very budget-oriented person, but I do like to eat well, so I spend a little bit more. I've stopped door dashing. That's been my resolution this year. I've been doing really well with it, for the most part. What the hell hit me? The grenade? That guy threw a grenade at himself. Good job, guy. Maybe we should put another checkpoint here. No, I think it's fine. I believe that's all the... I didn't put an end! 1 minute, 30 seconds. With 20... What's our final score? Man, I gotta fix that. This is so stupid. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Open up Notepad. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Anyways, how's your day going? I'm waiting until the score gets to the top so I can figure out what the optimal score could be. 34,000? I think the player could probably do better, so let's say 30,000 is going to be the platinum score. Could spend about 50 bucks a week in groceries. I can probably cut out a lot of the snacks I eat and maybe spend like... It'd probably come down to like $80 a week. For myself. And then for another person, for two people, it'd probably end up being like easily like 130 bucks, dude. 140, something like that, a week. Okay, good. But if I cut down snacks, what will I snack on? Nothing. I'll just starve. I've been thinking I need to give myself a proper eating schedule and like schedule my stuff out. Because it's been too chaotic. Is food really that expensive where we're in Canuck land? It's not like that bad, but because I live in the city, everything is like upmarked. Everything's kind of like increased in price. It's like really stupid. So yeah, that doesn't help. Okay, so we have an end chapter. Let's go to here. Same day shipping, we said 1 minute 30, which is 90 seconds. And then a score of 30,000. 30,000. Okay. Okay. All right. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing this live. Nine out of 15. Yep. I know. It's insane. It's crazy. They said it could never be done. I'm going to increase the shadow distance temporarily, so then we can make a nice little screenshot of this. Take a nice little high-res screenshot. At least 3 more years for the next 6? No, actually. I think it was like 3,500 or something. 4,000. One is being worked on by an environment artist right now. The other 3 over here, 2 of them are already kind of blocked out. But these are like very short time attack kind of style levels. And they're all going to generally have the same style. 2 of them have not been started. So those are the 2 biggest problems. But this one's being worked on by someone right now. And we just have 2 that we need to start working on. So, we could get that done within a month. Within a month. I just have to stop staring at it and just do it. Big cities at least have subways, artisan breads, and more gyms. There's some benefits, but also like it does not warrant the fucking price increase of all of my groceries and rent and everything. It's, you know, there's some. I don't even take advantage of all the stuff that's in a city. Like, I'm a very homebody person. I just stay at home and work my fucking stupid games and shit. So, but it's nice to go outside and there's people around. There's things like right around the corner. You know, there's benefits to that. Is it more expensive to just drive out of the city to get the groceries? Sometimes we'll go to a Costco and get shit in bulk. I think it would be more expensive, especially from a situation of time. The time investment, I think, would not make that worth it. And a lot of the times we end up just kind of like doing delivery for our groceries. We just get our groceries delivered because it's just way easier to do that. Although the annoying part is when you do food deliveries, the person that's taking your things does not care about the quality of the things they pick. So like, there were a couple times where we would get strawberries and some of them are like have mold on them. Head back to my hometown to pick up chilies for fresh peppers, vegetables, etc. because they're much more fresh than in the big city my university is in. Right. Yeah, and if you're able to do that, I would definitely say go for it. I would argue things are probably not going to be that much more fresh going to the suburbs. I don't think it'd be that much more fresh. It's just going to be a little bit cheaper. So I don't think it'll be more fresh. You'd have to go like beyond the suburbs into like no local farms or something. I don't know, to get like really fresh stuff. Notion for progress tracking. I thought it was just a note-taking tool. I've started using it for progress tracking just because I'm too lazy to use Trello. And it just, you know, it works. You know, I can quickly link to the things and whatnot. So Everything is somewhat color coded, so it's kind of following a similar structure as a Kanban board to an extent. It has a built-in Kanban board. I just don't like the Kanban board, so I literally just use this. I just do a simple to-do list, and I don't know, it just works for me. All right. A lot of these levels need challenges. You can see up here, 4 of these levels here, the only thing they need are just challenges. And once I get that done, I can just delete these. So let's get her done. Dragon's Breath. What kind of challenges can we do here? It'd be cool to have a challenge in here to have. I guess we could do kill secondary weapon. Tag completion amount. Let's do 10 kills with secondary weapons. There you go. First challenge. All right, next one. What else could we do? Also, we're gonna have to give this a unique tag. This is a part of Roma-4. Make an achievement called Are You Not Entertained? I think we have one already, actually. But these are challenges. These are like sub-level challenges. I'm pretty sure we have a... I'm pretty sure we do actually have a Are You Not Entertained? I think it's right here. Complete a arena level without getting hit. Are you not entertained? Yeah, right here. So you have to complete an entire arena level without getting hit a single time. I'm already ahead of you. I'm already ahead of you. Okay, so secondary weapon. What are some other kind of challenges? I might have to create some unique challenges for these, but how many enemies are in here? Because we have a clean suit. Let me check how many enemies are in there. Maybe we could do like a clean suit challenge. The final map, when we attack the helicopter, it won't finish. Did you try kicking the little ball grenades things at it? Yeah? Did the helicopter disappear? Because that's what it's supposed to disappear after the 3rd hit, and then after that, it should finish. If not, we got some stuff to fix there. Either way, I plan on completely revamping that boss fight for the 1.0 on my list of plans. There's 36, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. That would be a pretty gnarly challenge. Get 5 clean suits. Yeah, if you kick the little grenades at it 3 times, it should technically beat the level. If not, well, I'll make sure it gets fixed for the 1.0. Let's do 4 clean suits. I don't know if I want to do 5. That would be like an impossible challenge. Even 4 could be a bit of a challenge. Let's do clean suit. There you go. Roma Dash 4, clean suit. Okay, one more challenge for this guy. Although we don't need all of the levels to have 3 challenges, but let's see if we can maybe come up with one more this level. What do we got in here? There's nothing necessarily like we have the Dragon Breath shotgun, but I don't have any challenges specifically for that. Yeah. About when it was in early access, you did some good updates, but I think you should add new weapons. We have one new primary weapon coming in for the 1.0, the Deagle. And then we got some other secondary weapons, like we got this one that shoots out. I don't know what the word is. Inflammatory. flame bullets. Flame slugs. Inflammation slugs. I don't know what the word is. And then I think we have a couple others that are on our list as well. We also added in new inflation slugs. Yeah, that's the one. I think we also have the scorpion, which I need to give some new sound effects. Doesn't even have a fucking... Where is it? Where's the model? Oh, here it is. Am I going to do grenades and flashes? Probably not. I don't really think there's any benefit to really doing that. Like, maybe, but I don't think so. Okay. What could the last challenge be for this level? Maybe one of the challenges could be beat the level under a certain time. What's the platinum time? 60 seconds. Let's do it. Sure. Level complete time, 60 seconds. I don't know if we actually have a text for that. Oh, we do. It's going to be complete the level in under 1 minute. Well, whatever. Complete time. There we go. Dying with 1 bullet, but I think you should make it harder. We have in the 1.0 update, we have gameplay modifiers. And if players want an added challenge on top of, you know, the difficulties, we have things like missing hurts you, enemies having increased health, enemies drop grenades on death, standing still for 3 seconds will kill you, enemies no longer dropping weapons, bloodthirsty, which I have to work on, I haven't finished that yet, no primary weapon, gambler, which will literally just randomize your modifiers every 21 seconds. So we got some stuff in here. Short-sighted. Yeah. And then of course there's little cheat codes as well for people that want to mess around with stuff like that as well. So we've added some additional little challenge stuff that should hopefully make it fun. We are revamping all of the AI and stuff though. A little bit. So Legend will be a bit harder now, whereas Amateur will be a bit easier. The AI went through some paces, and it's still going to go through more paces, I think, as time goes on. So, for example, in the highest difficulty, I think that is the only difficulty where 3 enemies will try to attack you at once. Whereas on the easiest difficulty, usually only 1 enemy will attack you at once, basically. Legend means you don't start at the checkpoints? Yeah, you have to start at the very beginning. Oh. Can I have mutton chops? I don't know, would you consider this mutton chops? I don't know if I'd consider that mutton chops. I could add that in. Could add some mutton chops in there. Close enough. I feel like mutton chops are just on the side, right? Maybe a really big mustache? You want a really big mustache? Should I add a very similar John Wick version? This is probably like... This is probably the closest... This is probably the closest you could get to the Keanu look, I guess.
Shit my pants, I did.
I have returned with one question. Will Suit 4 Hire release in Q1 or Q4 of this year?
Not Q4, definitely Q1 or Q2. I want the office chair modifier. No. No. Is the bandage shading intentional? Yes. I think I know what you're talking about. Yes. I've tried to make a feminine, kind of like female head model, but man, I'm really bad at that. Like, it's really difficult to make a female model, like a feminine kind of head with like the body not being modified at all, and then like also there's no eyes or anything. I might try to like add 3 more head styles that are like hopefully like a little different. Like even this hairstyle, I feel like there's too much. The forehead. Broly. Broly. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's the neck. I don't know. Too much neck. I have a few more weeks until I can update my username again. Can you choose something that like, you know, just go back to the OG Sound of Gaming. I think that was the OG, if I remember correctly. Can I speak with the manager hairstyle? What do you mean? This is like this to me reminds me of this hairstyle reminds me of Control. The character from Control, I feel like. I think she had a hairstyle a little bit like this. This is fucking straight up just what's his face? Resident Evil guy. Forgot his name. Yeah, Leon. First time doing hairstyles. Definitely not the best. It's not the not my best work, but oh well. Tis what it is. Maybe I should turn off like shadow casting. I think it does have shadow casting turned off. Who knows, dude? I don't care too much about the fucking character. Like, I'll do the head and the hair and stuff, whatever. Like, we'll put some stuff, but honestly, I think the biggest focus is more on, like, I guess the clothing and just some color stuff. And then kind of, that's it, really. We need watches. I can maybe add that as an accessory. Graphics don't matter, it's the gameplay. I don't agree. I think some graphical fidelity does matter to an extent. And consistency and all of those factors I think are still very important. Gamers will say they don't care about graphics, but I do think there's still an element of visuals that are pretty important. The head mesh does need to cast shadows, in my opinion. Maybe in the main screen I can look into improving it a bit, but I'm not too worried about it. All right, so Dragon's Breath now has challenges. So that means we can remove it from the list as long as it doesn't have anything else on it. Okay, it's got some other stuff on it. Lighting pass, exterior objects / lights. Where's Dragon's Breath? It also needs AI changes, apparently. But we can probably remove it from the list. These we could also probably hide. Even though it's not going to be the nicest thing in the world. I think it was 3PP hidden. What's the tag we assigned it? Oh damn, we got an add enemy tool in here? We don't want that in here. We definitely do not want that in here. I was trying a game the other day that had fantastic mechanics and feel that made the graphics not important, but the graphics not being bad was a plus. I think saying that like graphics are never like they don't matter, I think is not entirely like true. I do think there's an element of visuals that does matter at the end of the day. But I also think context matters. Like, what is the game? You know what I mean? Like, what's the game? What's the vibe? What's the tone? The genre? I think that kind of stuff is really important. So I think it does matter to an extent. I don't think it doesn't matter at all. Dwarf Fortress, if I remember correctly, has a consistent art style. I don't think it's like horrible, if I remember correctly. Yeah, well, you have the ASCII version. I think it's called ASCII. And then you have the actual visual version, and the visual version looks great. This is basically the ASCII version, but just with like visuals slapped on top. If I remember correctly, I think that's basically what it is, right? Yeah, late homework. A horror game. Like, I would say that these visuals actually like really matches the world really well. So I would argue that the graphics here are good, personally. You know what I mean? Like I think here it's still good. It matches the world. It's got a unique touch to it. It's creepy, you know? I would still say the graphics or the art and the art style and stuff is still good. It matches the realm very well. Pizza Tower is great. Pizza Tower is awesome, dude. It's like out there. It's crazy. I think I don't know. I just don't agree with the whole statement of graphics don't matter. I think they do. I think they do. I don't think of graphics as, oh, realism. You know, that's not what I think of when I think of graphics or visuals and whatnot. I just think of something that just doesn't look like shit. Something that doesn't look like an eyesore. You know what I mean? I think that's ultimately what graphics comes down to. Something that does not look like an eyesore. Something that does not distract you from the rest of the game. Something that can still kind of like look nice to an extent or fit the theme or genre of what it is in. I think that's important. A lot of people look at Lethal Company and they're like, this game looks like shit visually. But in my opinion, it actually just works really well for the genre it's in and whatnot. Graphics matter a lot. They're supposed to hold the immersion, drive social fuel the imagination, but graphics don't matter. It's just a saying to drive focus on how the player feels rather than what he sees. Right. Totally. Like, I don't really care too much about the main menu. Don't get me wrong, because that's not the bulk of the game, right? But I do think it matters. I do think it matters. I think it puts it. I think, like, my opinion is, I think every part of a game matters at the end of the day, right? You know, I think every element of a game matters. That's my opinion. I think the music matters. I think the story can matter depending on like what kind of game you're making, right? But I do think lore and whatnot is important. Albeit I don't have any in this game because I fucking suck at stories. I fucking suck at story writing. I think gameplay mechanics matters a lot. I think visuals and effects matter a lot. I think effects can like literally make or break certain games. Like people love that shit. And I too myself. Good UI, good user experience matters a lot. Especially if it's like a game that requires a lot of the player going back to the menu and whatnot. Lighting past exterior objects, celestial lights. Honestly, who cares? Get him out of here. Yes! All right, next level. Graphics in UE5 are beginning to not matter. They all look the same, glossy, similar version of reality that looks real but just isn't. I think that's just lazy art direction that I don't think is necessarily Unreal Engine 5's fault. I think that's just down to the fault of the art director and whoever's doing the thing and not having enough of an interesting range of... That's it. It's not the engine's fault. It is the person using the engine's fault, or the team using the engine fault. Don't you think Cyberpunk 77 needed to be visually impressive? Cyberpunk is... So, I think a single-player game, I think, raises the requirement of visuals to an extent. Like, the visuals really need to, like, fill in that gap or space that multiplayer fills in itself on its own a lot, right? I think a lot of people will say they don't care for the graphics in a multiplayer game, maybe to an extent. Versus a single player game, I feel like you actually kind of need to like push it up a little bit, right? Especially if it's like a story game that's first person in a kind of cyberpunk world. I do think people kind of look for that vibe, right? Not always. You know, there's certain games that like, you know, you can kind of make some what's the word I'm looking for? Make some sentences, some assurances, some I don't know what the word is. If not graphical fidelity, at least a unique direction artistically. Right. And I'm not talking about graphic fidelity. Oh, you need fucking like super high poly meshes with blah blah blah. I just think it needs good art direction that can stand on its own to an extent, right? Do you think Cyberpunk would have worked with a PS1 level fidelity? No. No. I don't think it would have sold as much, to be completely honest. I don't think Cyberpunk would have worked with a PS1 level fidelity. Not in this day and age. If we move on to fidelity talks, this game will come out in Q4. Like I could honestly like name your favorite game, chat. Name your favorite game. Name your favorite game. And I bet you the art direction in the game fits the vibe perfectly. RE2 Remake. It's a great looking game visually. Great looking game visually. It fits the theme perfectly. All right, next. Like I can assure you, any game you fucking Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, it had a consistent art style. A lot of people during that time loved that art style. It's a good looking game. Star Ocean 2. What the fuck is that? Second story R? What the fuck? It's a great looking game. Great artistic direction. Suit for Hire beta. That guy's lying. Someone shoot that guy. Most games can hold up with less fidelity. That's the thing, though. I think our definitions of graphical fidelity on all these things, I think, are extremely skewed. I'm not talking about like ray tracing and reflections and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about like good art direction, fits the theme of the game. It's like got effects that feel tied into the world. It's believable. You know what I mean? It's a believable world. It doesn't need to be realistic. You don't need to make realistic graphics to have a believable world. Best game is RimWorld or Factorio. I would say that those art styles are great. They match the theme of those games, right? I would argue that those have great visual, consistent color palettes and everything, right? And even Factorio. None of the games I've heard right now have like shitty fucking ugly looking like really bad art styles. Uncharted 4, Assassin's Creed, Cruelty Squad. Let me take a look at Cruelty Squad. Again, the whole point of Cruelty Squad is like this very weird fucking fusion. So it matches the world. It's stupid looking for me personally, but I can see why it matches the world and like how weird and creepy it is. Capitalism. That's nice. It's similar to it's more out there than what's that other game that's like very like body it's a YouTuber that made it. And I bet you, let's see, technical stealth elements in a sewage infused garbage world. I bet you like you're an emotionally dead combat substance fueled grunt. Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of that other game that I forget of. It's by the guy that like his name is like Diddy 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 or whatever. I forget what his name is. Me 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 me. Mo 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 ma 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 ma. I don't remember. Some of these games' graphics were meant to be serviceable or an afterthought. I bet you. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, Rot Flesh. That's the one. Here's the thing. I bet you if you had a proper art style for the insanity of this game, I bet you it wouldn't match. I think if you were to make the art style like not look like this, I bet you it would lose part of its like charm. Like it looks kind of like this. This looks a little wacky. Don't get me wrong, and also the paint fucking textures, but it has a sense of uniqueness to it as well, which I think is an element. No, uniqueness I think is part of the fucking vibe. Like it's like a creepy, somewhat chaotic, somewhat anxiety-inducing style, which I think actually probably is exactly what the developer wants for this. And that's exactly why it has 18,000 fucking reviews. Yeah. Yeah, the schizo genre. I mean, the graphics could carry the game. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying graphics can carry a game. I'm saying graphics are an element to a game that I think still needs to be taken into account. It's not, it doesn't matter. It matters, but it's not something that will maybe potentially carry it to the next level, right? I think it is just an element of the puzzle. And if it's not there, then it's missing. Then an element of the game is missing. That's what I'm saying. So you guys are saying to try to shit on this game. And part of it, yeah, I would say, I guess maybe like the 2D characters here are a little bit like, the dev got a little bit, he cut some corners a little bit here, but maybe it's like a training sequence or something fucking stupid. But I actually think it low-key probably matches the world. And also, another thing to take into account is you can clearly tell, at least to an extent, where you need to go in the game. I think that's kind of an important factor as well. Well, maybe not this level. This one's a little... The flesh on the walls kind of gets lost. Not shitting on the game, just saying graphics are mostly side effect of lack of budget / skill / whatever for something. Yeah, but a lot of the best art comes out of from a limitation aspect. You know what I mean? I bet you if I looked at some fucking newest releases games, like I bet you we could probably be like, yeah, that's probably not going to do too well, potentially. I'm not going to sit here and say they're good models. Right. I'm not going to sit here and say they're good models either, but I do think some of them kind of, it matches the world. Which one was Rot Flesh? This one kind of has like a little bit of a similar vibe, but it fits the world. It's like kind of disgusting and creepy. You even have an item called Kill Fuck. You know what I mean? Like, what do you expect? One of the items is called Kill Fuck. Like, what do you? My point is, I think all elements of a game matters. I don't think there's one thing over another. I think all of it matters. I mean, the conceptual stages for a horror game, and in the game there's a graphic torture scene. Is Steam iffy on that? Or do they know it's all fake? Art style is photorealistic. I don't know. I would maybe just put a section that says you can skip it. if it's not something that's necessarily required. I just think when people say graphics, the reason why I'm saying the term graphics, by the way, is because a lot of gamers will use the term graphics as the overall term for art direction and art style and stuff like that, which is technically not correct. There's other terms for it, but they wouldn't necessarily, I'm not going to expect them to know those terminologies. That's why I'm saying, I just think all aspects of a game matters. I just think as a dev, if you ignore visuals and your shit's like all over the place, I don't think it's going to do as well as like another game who competes with your genre or whatever. So I just, yeah, I think it matters. And it also depends on the genre and the vibe of what you're doing and whatnot. You know, that matters as well. A lot of people only think of graphics when it approaches realism. I think those are the people you should just not listen to because they're probably just like really casual gamers that, for the most part, probably just keep buying the same fucking Call of Duty game every year. That's not your target audience at the end of the day. When if someone shits on your graphics, but you truly feel like that it is like coherent, it's not a realistic art style, that's probably not your target audience nonetheless anyways. Yeah. Hotline Miami 2, on the other hand, dropped the ball hard, mostly on the level design. Hotline Miami really requires really good level design for it to work because that's like half of the thing is Hotline Miami feels like a puzzle. Have I seen Jackal? Yes. It's like a better version of my game. Crazy. I mean, top 5 flops last year, Concord, Skull Bones all had 10 out of 10 graphics. A lot of people would argue that Concord did not have good graphics. Well, it did look good graphically, but the art direction was horrible. There were parts of the art direction that were not good. And a lot of people, for some reason, focus on that aspect, whereas I think it was just dated gameplay that was just probably like whatever. It was like kind of boring or whatever. Yeah, I never said that gameplay is not important. I never said that gameplay is not important. I think you're taking part of my argument, Bane, and switching it up and being like, you're saying this, but instead, what about this? It's like, well, no, that's not what I'm saying. There's a term for this, a straw man fallacy or whatever. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that every part of a game matters. The art direction and everything does matter. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's straw manning. I think it's like you're trying to force a specific narrative on my argument. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. I don't know. Yeah. Did you see that the first time Bethesda posted about the next Elder Scrolls in years was them asking for money? I did see that, and it's not even them posting a new screenshot. It's literally the same screenshot from the first teaser they made years ago. Dude, I'm sorry. I fucking hate Bethesda. I'm sorry. I don't think they're a good company. I don't know, man. I'm saying their shit is fucking overhyped, in my opinion. I don't like Fallout. Skyrim was okay, I guess. Oblivion, never played it, but I hear good things about it. But like that's like what, fucking 20 years ago? Starfield. Let's not even fucking talk about that. Yeah. In that case, maybe we should stop using graphics as art style or aesthetic. Yeah, I'm just using it in gamer terminology because that's like the most approachable thing. But I would argue it's more, yeah, art style, aesthetic, art direction, consistency, all those factors I think are still very important. I don't like this narrative, oh, just focus on your gameplay and then, it'll be fine. Yes, gameplay is important to keeping players engaged and interested in your game. However, art style, art direction, etc., all of those factors I think are not something that should be slept on, because A, that's kind of like your bread and butter of marketing, and it kind of keeps people engaged to an extent as well. I'm sure someone's gonna fucking bring up a game like Minecraft, where I would argue Minecraft actually looks good. I mean, it's blocky. And I was like, what? Like, what? Elder Scrolls music is god tier. So this is where my argument of every factor of a game matters. I think if Hotline Miami did not have the soundtrack it has, it'd probably be like a 7 out of 10, to be honest. I think one of the things that kind of carries it is the soundtrack. I would also argue, while the new Doom games are good, like Doom Eternal and whatnot, they have good, level design and everything, I do think the music is a huge thing that people will like think of and remember. I feel like good music, really good music makes an extremely memorable game. I think it can really push a game like way beyond. Because music, you can listen to anywhere. You can fucking be at the gym, you can, I don't know. Like, I always say, play your favorite game and turn off the music. And don't, like, have music turned to 0. And I bet you it'll be a different vibe. It'll be a bit of a weirder vibe. Now, there's some other games like Counter-Strike, I guess. But even Counter-Strike has very memorable soundtracks that like sucks you in, and then maybe you mute it later on, but like it sucks you in initially, and then like it's just nostalgic at that point. And I still remember Counter-Strike Go, dun 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 dun, or whatever, however the beginning of it goes. And then also sound effects and voice lines, I think, are extremely memorable as well. What was it? I remember someone said that the nose is one of the biggest things when it comes to nostalgia and just like remembering things. I would assume the ears are like second to that. I can only imagine hearing is like second to that in terms of like memories, activating memories. Is the radio music on CS Italy? Some games can work really well even if you turn off the music, and some games are even made to not have music. I'm just saying that I think music can add a really good element that in my opinion is like really important. Like if you play Doom Eternal without fucking music, without Mick Gordon's amazing fucking tracks in the back that like really drive the energy, I feel like it would feel a little empty. You'd feel something really missing. But yeah, there are games that work without music, of course, definitely. I would argue a lot of competitive games work without music because I think the thing that makes those kind of out there are not necessarily about the music necessarily. Can we listen to CS Italy? Dude, I don't know how to fucking click on this Spotify link and bring it to my Spotify. I don't know how to do that. Whatever. I'll believe you. What's this? Can I search it up? Maybe I could just search up this song. Oh, great. Thank you, Spotify. Apparently me trying to drag the thing doesn't work. Nice. Good job. Fantastic. Oh, open a desktop app. There we go. Why do they use such a random thing like out of nowhere? Is it because it's like is it like no copyright or something? Pokemon Go? Okay, nobody has their audio turned on for Pokemon Go. Are you kidding me? Nah, maybe a couple people because they just forget to mute. Probably because it's quite old and Italian. Of course, because it's Italian. Well, now what am I gonna play? I don't know what to play in my mix anymore. I don't what. Oh, great. I wonder who plays Minecraft with music on. Dude, I'd turn that shit off. It's creepy. Actually, no, that's not true. I played with Minecraft music. It was nostalgic. The thing that was creepy though is like when you get into a cave and you hear like random noises, like it's like what the hell is this, a horror game? Fucking creepy shit, man. I remember when I was younger. Hot take: Fallout 4 was a gray, noisy mess with models akin to painted cardboard. Not a thing for kids if it doesn't randomly have horror. Yeah, that's what gets the sales going. You got to have that like variety. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Bethesda games. I think they're extremely janky and just like, in my opinion, shit. But just because it's just not for me. There's just not games for me. Ultimately, I think that's what it is. If it doesn't randomly have horror and gambling. Yeah, you gotta start them young, all right? Gotta start them young. All right. Do I really want to go through this boring step of adding challenges right now? Like, this is a really, let's be honest. This is a really boring step of this. This is like intern shit. Jimmy, figure out what kind of challenges to add to these fucking things. All right, let's do Rush B. Oh wait, Rush B has a bunch of other stuff that needs to be done. Okay, hold on. Let's try to do the ones that like don't have anything else. Tokyo Club. All right, Tokyo Club. What you got? We actually have not played through that level, by the way. Oh, it's because I reused one of the other. Oh, that's why. Challenges. Maybe kills melee. 35 or 30. Eliminate enemies with melee attacks. Nice. This is going to be for challenges dot Tokyo-1.melee. Thinking about it, if I don't add oversized boob physics, cash shop, and gambling, I'm literally not utilizing the most profitable things currently popular. Someone make me a game with all three. Yes! Unity CEO. Yes! Finally, they understand. Finally. They get what I'm trying to put down. Kill body shield? Do we have text for that? Eliminate kills while using an enemy as a body shield. Sure, let's do that. 10. All right, one more. Are you saying if I make a hot anime girl game, I'm going to make bank? Yes, and you have to make it so you only unlock them through like a really rare roll of gambling. But don't call it gambling, because then you'll get in hot shit. Just call it chance-based system. Yeah. Kill, no damage streak. Do I have text for that? In fact, it's the default. Kill a number of enemies without taking any damage. Let's do 25 kills with no damage. All right. Done. Yeah. We're making the list shorter, guys. We're making the list shorter. Today's a win. Look how much shorter this is getting. The scroll bar is becoming larger. Every time we remove a task from the list, we are feeding Viagra to the scroll bar. Now test it. We don't need to test it. I know it works. I made this stat system in a very specific way. Oh, I know a challenge we can add here. Kills while diving. Kill while diving. Get 10 kills while diving. Yes. So we're going to add another section here. Tokyo-2 dot kill diving. I think for this level, I'm just going to add 2 challenges. We don't need 3. We don't need 3 for all of them. What are we going to say for this one? Gameplay tags are pretty great. Yeah, I do need to learn more how to use them even more efficiently. I think there's still potential for me to learn even more about what they can do, and I think when I start learning C++, I think I'll be able to do a lot more of it. C++ should hopefully open a lot more doors. Hopefully. You don't keep track of what you remove from Ocean, like an archive system? I used to. For now, I've only mostly been deleting things that I don't care for the patch notes, and then anything that I need to add in, I'll like write down here. So then that way I'm kind of like planning ahead for our patch notes. But yeah, for me, for my mental sanity, I prefer to like start thinning out the list because it just makes it easier for me to read from. Like even this, like right here, need to separate upper body and lower body into 2 parts. Like those tasks don't care, you know what I mean? System for unlocking challenge based. We already got that one. We already got that done. got that done. Any of the tasks that I don't think I need to reread, I kind of just delete it. New difficulty UI. Here we can write right, so I kind of just like write some of it down. Kind of go from there. Like even this one, I know the Steam achievements are implemented. So now we could just do this, need icon / art. This is where I think a Trello or a proper Kanban board does come in handy. But it is what it is. All right, what was I thinking of doing for this next one here? Oh, I was thinking of making a challenge in here where you complete it under a certain time. But I want to see how quick we can do it without like killing any enemies. That could be one of the challenges. Uh-oh, I don't have enough. Although I need to make the enemies harder, dude. Oh! Uh-oh, I don't have a dodge. Oh, you have to eliminate. Uh-oh, I forgot about that. Don't blow me up. Take that. Honestly, I could see this level being completed in less than a minute. But what was the challenge? I think 90 seconds is the original platinum time. Yeah, I'm down to make one of the challenges completed in under... I do think we could probably complete it even faster. But let's just do this. We'll do completion time, 60 seconds, less than or equal to... I know I'm using this challenge a lot, but I think it's a fun one. I don't know where Miami-3 is. I have no idea where... Yeah, I don't know. I need a task list with a collapse or hide feature. Any recommendations? I think Trello has a collapse or hide feature. You can technically hide or collapse things in Notion. Like I could technically take the completed tasks and put it into a different collapse list, right? I can put it in it, but you know, I just don't care anymore about that stuff. I just want to see what do I need to do. And if I need to see the things that I've completed to be organized, then I can leave them there. The enemies are like, somebody stop him. Yeah, I need to fix the enemies. I really need to make it like more challenging. Especially in the harder difficulties. It's not there yet. I think we have some work we can still do. Hey, peace out, James. Have a good one. The problem is like when you're running and sprinting, an enemy that tries to melee attack, they're like not fast enough, I guess. Or they don't like lunge far enough to like hit you if you were sprinting. That's, I think, part of our problem. Am I open for work? Not really. I have like contract work, which is like part-time / almost full-time right now. And then I'm working on this stuff, so I'm busy. I'm a busy man. I'm gonna say this one's just gonna have 2 challenges. Just because I'm lazy. Just because I'm lazy. Alright, there we go. Challenges. Woo! Alright. Now the Tokyo level doesn't have anything in there. High rise. First challenge. What can we put in high rise? I think maybe we should start creating some new let me see kill streak 1 second. I want to see if that's actually being used. Kill streak in 1 second. Clear 1 second kill streak. Oh, we are setting it. I am replacing it. I just realized. If this is more than, this is less than, then true, otherwise false. We'll just do that. I believe. Hold on, gotta look at this for a second. If the stat value of kill streak 1 second is less than what we currently have here, then if that's true, replace it. Okay, yeah, we're good. We are good. So we can set this to, I think 5 would actually be really difficult. Let's set this to 4, maybe 3 or 4. Let's do 3. This might be too difficult. I don't think we have a text for that, actually. Eliminate enemies in under 1 second. I think it's doable with specific weapons. We'll see. I don't think there's a thing for this, so let's do this. Sydney-1. This will be called kill 1 second. And then let's just add one more challenge. We could do 2 challenges here. High rise. What can we put in the high rise level? We could do like an execute thing. Execute like 5 enemies. Execute 7 enemies. Yes. And then we'll just add another one here. Sydney-1. Cool. Nice. And then that one's done.
Yes!
We're making the task list smaller. So then I don't have to, so I feel better about myself. Although we still have a lot to do. Yeah. Yep. Mm-mm. Yep. Task list smaller, bug list longer. This bug list will probably grow as time goes on. And there's also, I think, a bunch of bugs on the Discord that I haven't put in here just yet. I have to go over. So, yes. Yeah. Okay. Need to play every level. Can I technically do that? I don't think so. I think every level, every series currently has a level that is unfinished. The Sashimi right here is unfinished. By unfinished, I mean it hasn't even been started yet. The Caribbean series needs the 3 challenge levels. Yeah. All of these have something that needs to be done in them. I think next up on the list of next level we'll work on is probably going to be Sashimi. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I think. Maybe. Okay. What's next? Flipside needs challenges. And the level that we just finished today needs challenges as well. All right, Flipside. Which level is this? Ah, this one. I feel like a time attack challenge on this one would be kind of fun. But what kind of time can we get on it? That's the challenge. What kind of time can we get on it? Let's see what we could do. I'm gonna try to play on the lowest difficulty, just so I don't like instantly die. That's the challenge to the channel. The challenge. Challenge to the challenge. You gotta use your tools properly. Let's just ignore all those people. They're not there. Okay, that guy's chasing me. We have a lot of people behind us. If I proceed, does it unload all the enemies? Nope. Hold on, I froze my game. Give me a second. Don't shoot me. That guy's aiming. I can see his shot. He's going for the shot. He's going for the shot! Ah! Oh. Half of the challenge. There's another door. There's a door within the door. Well, that's good to know. I guess maybe we don't unload the other sub-level. Dude, we're so fucked. Don't shoot me. Aha! I actually don't know how long this level is technically supposed to be on a full clear. Hey, good testing, guys. I forgot to put a kill volume. All right, reset to checkpoint is not working. What? Why not? It's a good thing we're testing this. Oh. It's a very good thing we're testing this, actually. Okay, this has more... Okay. Container isn't down when player is at next checkpoint. No kill volume or falling. Okay, so now reset the checkpoint works? What? Huh? Okay, so the container here needs to be dropped. Because I'm literally soft locked. I cannot continue the game. So that's a big one. Also, we can remove slam doors in sublevel 2. We don't need apparently we don't need both of them. Okay. All right. Okay, well, these are good tasks, actually. I'm glad that we kind of got that out of the way. I think the problem is that the beta branch doesn't even have these levels yet, so players have not been able to test them. But I'm glad we were able to figure out that stuff first before someone yelling at us and getting disappointed. Very good. All right. So, what do we put for challenges then? I think it'd be cool to have a challenge. Oh, Chock-a-Block doesn't even have a challenge. Oh, I didn't put it in yet because it has a bunch of other shit we need to do, apparently. This stuff is boring, man. It's boring. We're just like putting some fucking text in and shit. Let's see. So I guess maybe we work on same-day shipping then. But I bet you same-day shipping also needs a kill volume. Check if needs kill volume. I bet you it doesn't have one. So I think if you were to jump overboard, you would just be falling forever. Or maybe the water has collision. Maybe you just land on the water. That's also a possibility. You just land on the water. That is also highly probable. What can we do for same-day shipping in terms of challenges? Kill door. There's not enough doors to do that. Glass break. Not enough glass. Kill undetected. Maybe we make a challenge specifically for the silenced pistol. I don't know if... I'm down to make certain challenges like require a certain playstyle. I don't think that's a bad idea, right? If anything, that makes things interesting. What the? Oh yeah, see that guy saw me immediately. Maybe if I give him a patrol path. But that guy's looking right here. Unless we go the other way. Maybe that's the challenge. Actually go the other way. Well, I think it's doable. And I think there's cover here. We could maybe add a bit of cover here as a stealth element. Oh, well, he saw me. I do think we could... I think we could do it, and then that makes it so that challenge forces the player to find other ways around the map rather than just following the arrows. I think I like that idea. So how many undetected kills could we potentially do? Let's try to go for 15. Let's try to aim for 15. I think we could probably do it. Might be a bit of a challenge though, but a good challenge. Maybe 12. Yeah, 15. I like round numbers. Let's see here. Let's do, this is Caribbean-1 undetected kills. Every level should have a kill volume. Not that UE's prone to physics glitches, but just for good measure. Unreal by default has a built-in kill volume. I just made my own kill volume. Just because, I don't know, I just prefer having my own version. But there is a built-in one. There is technically a built-in one. What's another challenge we can potentially slap in here while we're here? Backstab kills? I don't think it'd be possible to do any backstabs in this level, to be honest. Maybe we can do one with secrets. Find all the secrets. Yeah, I think that could be a fun one. If I remember correctly, secrets should be a... It is find all the secrets. Yeah, I think that could be a fun one. I think we can lay around a lot of like weird secrets everywhere. Little parkour challenges, I guess. Cool. I'll say that's done. Not the level. The level has quite a bit that still needs to be done. But yeah, cool. I am noticing we are not seeing the red dots for the challenges. Maybe that's because the level is incomplete. I think that is what it is. If I go to Sydney, I probably... Did I not add challenges to Flipside? I guess I didn't. What about Tokyo? Right, yeah. It only shows up when you've actually finished the level for the first time. Makes sense. Makes sense. Melee kills 0 out of 45. Okay. All right. Well, that's something. We could probably sneak in a lot of secrets in this level as well, to be honest. Like, I could make the outside buildings actually, like, enterable to an extent, just for those secrets. Like, that could be kind of fun. We could probably make this like 15 enemies. Not 10, but 15. All right. Cool. A little bit of a progress day. Bit of a progress day. What's left for Chock-a-Block? Final environment details, proper door wall meshes that fits the frames, cache walls that need it. Oh, okay, okay. So just some little final stuff, layout weapons. Okay. No big deal. I'm gonna do these other challenges probably off stream because they're kind of like a boring task, to be honest. And I think I'm also going to probably get a bit of contract work because I got a call coming up soon-ish. So I'll be back tomorrow. Back tomorrow. Yes, progress. Progress. We got a couple levels we need to fix. Urgently need to fix. But we're making some steps forward. We've squashed enough of the levels to be more confident with that. Now I think we just need to squash the gameplay stuff and the suit customization. Those are our biggest things right now that have the least done to them, I think. But the levels are getting, like, cleared. So that's good. We're making a lot of good progress there. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Getting there. We're getting there. All right. Maybe not this month. It won't be done this month, but at least we'll have a lot done this month. I think. I don't know. We'll see as time goes on. I think March. I think we could do it in March. I think 1.0 can come out in March. I think we can do it as long as nothing like randomly comes up. I do have like I'm probably going to crunch a lot on contract work within March, so maybe yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll figure it out. But the goal would be March. The internal goal is March. I wouldn't mind getting all of the levels done this month. So then that way we can just focus on the other elements of the game that we need to work on. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We're getting there. Yep. 1.0 in September? No, I think we can have 1.0 done by April. All right, not April. March. I think we can get it done within March, and then, like, I think we can get the development done entirely in March, and then maybe have everything ready by April for like the full 1.0. I think that would be the goal. If we were to think of it realistically, ideally, I would like to fully release it just in March. I would like to just fully release it in March. But if I'm being realistic with myself, with everything that I'm going to have to probably do with my contract work and whatnot, it'll probably be April. And then we fucking move on to the next game. The next chapter. Chapters. Multiple chapters. Right, I wanted to get that done too. Yeah, anyways, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for lurking, chat, and sticking around. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Wednesday. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta start cooking prototypes for zombie game. You making a zombie game too, Bane? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for looking, chat, and sticking around. Have a great day. All right, take it easy. Goodbye.